We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, I Professor Nilesh Rana. Welcome to all of you in this video lecture, Rocket Session 5. In the last session, number 4, we have seen few modify commands as a stage, scale, delete, temper, trim, extend. Okay, that was very important tools in AutoCAD. By that tool, you can make easy the drawing. Fine. Now today we will see the new modify commands as array command. Then we will see offset tool, then explode and erase. Okay, let us see one by one. I will show you what is the how it will work in AutoCAD. Okay, so first of all, I will show you the array command. Okay, array it means what? It distributes the object copies into any combination of row, columns, and around the circle. Okay, or you can say it will flow onto the path also. Fine. So there are 3 types of array, or in the case array is called a pattern. Okay, suppose you want to create a pattern like a switchboard. Okay, or we can say the keyboard. If you see it on the keyboard, the right side of the keyboard part is having a number pad. Okay, and if you see the number pad, that is having a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 total 9 button. Okay, and you see that 9 button is equally placed in row and column. So that's like kind of features if you want to prepare, that is used for the that can be used by this rectangular array. Okay, now here there are 3 types of array or pattern. We can say the first is rectangular array, second is path array, and third is polar array. Okay, if you call for rectangle, then it will make a copy of the object in regular interval in a row and column. It means it will distribute the object copies. Okay, in path array, it will copy the object on the path at regular interval or at regular distance. Like this, you can see in the guideline that one path is selected and you can place a number of object on that path. Okay, so it is used for we can say one kind of civil infrastructures. Okay, now next is the polar array. In the polar array, we can do the object like one kind of dining table you can say, and number of seat I want to arrange in particular angle. Okay, the conference table. So that is the application of this polar array. Okay, that kind of features or that kind of job you can create by this polar array. Okay, so we'll see one by one how it processed and what is the function and this. Okay, rectangular array. Okay, the first of all, I will create one rectangle. REC enter. Now here I will draw one rectangle, and if you say uh, one circle in between that on the center of the rectangle, you can pick the center point of the rectangle at the time of the circle command. Okay, it is visible at the time. Now this is the main object, and I want to create a copies in a regular interval at in a number of row and number of column. Okay, like a keyboard switch. Okay, so I will apply this command rectangular array. Okay, in rectangular array, in rectangular array, you have to see, you have to select the object first. Okay, so click on the rectangular array. It will ask me for to select the object. You can see on the command prompt, select the object, select and enter. If you enter the command, then it will ask me for this tab. You can see here one array creation tab is open. Previously it is not there, it was not there. Okay, but at the command operation you can see array creation, right? So here the command name is rectangular array. You can see number of columns, number of row, and number of level. It is for 3D. Okay, suppose you want to create a array in the step or in the z direction, then you can use this level option. But here only we will do columns and row. Now number of column. Now you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 column are there. Suppose I will modify 4 to 6 column and enter. Now you can able to see this 6 column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now this is what the between, that is distance between two columns. Now, if you call for the distance, it means it is not like that the gap between two columns. It will be from the center point of the one column to center point of the second column. Okay, the distance between column means the center point of the first column and to center point of the next column or consecutive column. Okay, so here, if I say that's 500. Okay, so now enter. You can see the distance between this center to this center, it is right now 500 mm. Okay, now total, it means from this center point to last center point, that is called the total distance between first and last column. Okay, so now rows. In row, number of row are now 3. Now you can change or you can modify by 5. You can see there is a 5 row, and the distance between two row, that is right now 186.227. Suppose I will modify it with the 300 and enter. So you can see the center distance from center point of this main object with the next row object is right now 300, and total is 1200. Okay, number of level between level and total, that is for the z direction, and you can say it is used for the 3D object. Okay, now we will see the next topic is associative. In the same command prompt, associative option is right now on. It is a blue color. If you click on that, it is black. Okay, or nil color. So it is right now off. Now click on that, associative on. Now what is the meaning of associative? In associative mode, if you change in the first object of or main source of the diagram, okay, then it will automatically change in all objects that is arrayed previously. फाइन, अगर आप किसी एक में चेंज करोगे तो सारे ऑब्जेक्ट्स के अंदर ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज हो जाएगा, उसके लिए आपको अलग से एरे करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, so that is called associative, but it will use after close array. Okay, now next is base point. Base point means now you're right now calculating all the distance from this center point of the main object. Suppose I want to count or calculate all the distance from this base point. So I will select the base point and change the base point from here. Means now the 500 distance between this column, it means the first point, or we can say the start point of this column to the start point of this second column. That is right now 500 mm. Okay, so you can change a base point also. I will again click on that and make the center point as a base point. Okay, and the last option is close array. Okay, now if you close the array and associative is on, it means after close array you can still able to change the array. Okay, close array. Now select the object. You can see if I select the object, again the same panel is on the upper side of the tool is creating. Now in the rectangular, again suppose I want to change, last we have applied 6, now I want to decrease the column, that is 4. Number of rows, that is 4. So 4 by 4 rectangular array is created with specific distance at regular interval, that is the definition. Okay, again I want to change base point, then you can do it. Now the main point is after associative, what happened, then you can edit the source. Okay, how? So just close the array, and I will create one more object, that is circle on the side, left side circle, and over that I will create one more circle. Okay, I will trim it, tr, enter, that is a shortcut of the trim. and I trim, sorry, tr, enter, trim, and I will trim this line. Okay. So now again I will select the array. If I select the array, again it will come with at the top edit source. Edit source means if you change any entity in the main source, that it will definitely change in the other objects. Okay. Click on edit source and select this as a main source because this is a main component. Click and it will ask me edit source object of the associative array. Yes. Okay, say okay because it will able to me to do the changes. Okay, now you can see all the objects are dotted line and the main object is in the full line. Now you can change that, or you can modify that source object. Suppose I want to create a circle over there, and again I want to create a circle on this corner also, circle and this corner. Sorry, see enter circle and click on that thing, and here the another circle. Okay, so now you can see in all the object it is automatically changed. Okay, and here I will make close array. Here there is an option edit array, save changes or discard changes. If you go for save, it will save as these new images, and if you discard, then it will come with original. Okay, save changes. Then you can see that all the images are changed with respect to this source object. That is the importance of edit source. Now next, if you select the this array, then one more option is the replace item. Suppose I want to replace one object in the array with another one, means like this circle. Okay, so replace item. In the replace item, select the replacement object. This is a replacement object. Enter. Okay. Now select the base point of replacement object. It means on which base point you want to replace. On this base point. It means it will, if it is replaced, then it will come with center to center. Okay. Center to center. Click. Now select an item in the array to replace. Okay. So select the item which you want to replace. Done. You can see here, randomly you can select it. Okay, and there is no change in distance between the column and distance between the row. That is very important, and you can replace the object by other object. Okay, in the array. So that is the way, and this is done, and go for enter. Okay, and exit. Now say click on exit button. So now you can see close array. So you can see the new array or new replace object, new array with the replace object. Again, I will select this one, and again the main panel will be there, array panel, and the command is reset array. It means it will reset at previously. Okay, so there is no change in the previous array. Close array. Fine. So in associative mode, if you select one object, it will select full array, and you can able to change all the parameters like given over here. Okay, that is the importance of rectangular array. Okay, and associative mode. Fine. Next command we will see, that is polar array. Okay. Now I will create polar array in to put this. I will create one circle first. Okay. Sorry, one rectangle, REC rectangle, and here I will place one rectangle and one circle uh, in contact with this side. Okay, and here you can see one rectangle is there and one circle is there. So now I want to copy this rectangle at a regular interval or regular angle, or we can say same angle. Okay, and number of objects like a dining table. Click on the command, select the polar array. Okay, so click on that polar array, and it will ask me for select the object. Okay, means the select the object which you want to create a copy or polar object. Okay, click and enter. Now specify center point of array. Here which center point you have to select, rectangle or circle, you have to select the circle center point, because around the circle you want to create an array, polar array. So select center point of array as circle center point, click, and you can see here the number of object is distributed by default at same angle. Means with the distance, angle between the two object is right now 60 degree. Okay. Suppose if you want to change 60 degree to 30 degree, then it will also go. Okay. Here you can see that it follows the anti-clockwise direction. This is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So this is my main object, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree. Okay. So that you can see over here. Now suppose number of item you want to increase, that is 10. Enter. So obviously 10 will be like this, because the total angle to fill is I have limited to 150 degree. It means the total number of items will cover in 150 degree. So I can increase this value as 270 suppose. Okay. So if I say 270, it will again go for 30, right? If I say 360, then it is come with 36 degree. So in this three parameter, if you change any two parameter, then you can the third parameter automatically change by its geometric calculations. Okay. Now number of rows here. Number of rows is one right now. One row, it means this is a single row. Okay. If you say three row, it is like one kind of stadium chair. Okay. So that kind of pattern you can also create with the polar array, right? Between the distance, or we can say between the chair, that is 10 mm. So it will automatically, 10 mm is too small, 100 mm, or you can say 800 mm. Now you can see the number of chair is eventually distributed in at for the distance 800 mm. Okay. So this is the number of free. Right now I will save as 1. That is number of row. Now labels, it is again also for the 3D. If you create a number of layers in 3D Z direction, then you can select a label. Now again associative mode, like this rectangular array. Now in rectangular array we have on the associative button, but in this case we will off the associative button, and we will see what is happening. Base point, you know that you can change the base point of the object. Now here rotate items. Okay. Okay. What is the function of the rotate item? Now you can see in this figure, this polar array, the object is rectangle, and this rectangle is rotated as per the angle rotation. Okay. It is not same horizontal direction. But if I say here rotate item close, then you can see this is the rectangular object, this is a rectangular object in same direction. All the objects will come in same direction. It will not rotate with the angle rotation. So that is important. Okay. So again go for rotate item on, right? And direction. Now here I will say 270 degree. Okay. It means the total array will cover in 270 degree, right? But if I change the direction, then this anti-clockwise direction will change in clockwise direction. Okay. Click. Now you can see now this is followed the clockwise direction around the circle. Okay. So this is all about the polar array, so or we can say circular array. Okay. And if you close, then it will. Now I have not applied associative mode here. So as per this command associativeness, if you select, all panel will come with you, and you can change later on also. Next, but in this case there is no associative mode. It means you can select individually. There is it will not select full array, and you cannot able to change, or you cannot have any kind of panel, modify panel over here, array modify panel, right? So here you can change by individual. Means if you want to select and delete this object, if you want to select and delete this object, then you can do it. But here it is not possible. If you select it and if you delete it, then full array will delete. Okay. So that is a difference between associative and non-associative. Okay, concludes that. Now next is the path array. Okay. So first of all, I will create a path. Now here you can see the one command is sp line. Okay. sp line, matlab, it means smooth polyline. Okay. Polyline, it means a straight polyline and arc polyline. But here it is a smooth polyline. It means you can create your own curves. Click on that and select this point, first point, second point. If you want to create band, third point, okay, you can see, and fourth point, and enter. Okay, so now this is the SP line, a smooth curve. Okay, you can also modify by that point. You can modify by that point. Okay, and now I will create one rectangle at the end point of this part. Okay, and I want to uh, create a path array, मतलब कि duplicate object on this part. So my third option of the array is called path array. Okay, click on the path array, select the object. You can see on the bottom of the command prompt screen, and select the path curve. You can see that the object is on the arrayed on the path with respect to path direction. Okay, so here again there are so many options on the panel like circular array and polar array. Here number of item you want to change, then click on this button items, and you can able to change like 10. So if you say 10 number of item, the rectangle will be, sorry, but here the problem is what, the distance between these two objects is very far. Okay, so I will say 100. Okay, sorry, not 100, I will say 500. Okay, now you can see, and I will say 10 number of items is 10. What is that? Okay, here I have to decrease 6. It is taking, it is 9. Enter, it's taking, it is 10. Okay, if you want to set as a 15, now say it will 15. Okay, it is out of limit right now. Okay, so I will say it is 12. You can select it. Okay, so here the one arrow is that modification arrow, and you can do like this, and number of an items is going to be changed. Okay, now if you want to decrease, means only 8 number of objects, then also you can do it. Now number of row here. Okay, okay, fine. Here you can also change the dimension like 800, and you can change like. Now number of rows. Okay, here also step is that 3 row. So one by one the 3 layers will be there. Okay, but I will select as a 1. Again the same options are there: associative, base point, in tangent direction. Okay, fine. Tangent direction means what? If you go for tangent direction, click, then it will ask me for the direction. Okay, the first point of the tangent direction vector. So this point and this point. So you can see this edge is tangent to the curve, and try to be the tangent on the path. Okay, so that is called a tangent direction. Now next is measure and divide. There's two options. Now if you go for measure, if you go for the measure, then it will ask me for select a grid to edit array. Okay, now see, you can measure this, and if you select for the divide, click on divide tool. So here you can see the distance between the between distance and total distance is blank. You can only able to change number of division. Okay, so if you say 10, it will automatically come is 10. Okay, if you say 20, then also it will come. If you say 20, 30, then you can do it. Okay, because it is only divide tool. Okay, that's why it will divide in 30 objects, right? But if you say 10, okay. Now next option is measure. Okay, so in measure option, you can see the between and total tab is available with me. Right? So you can measure means the distance between two disc point between, and total measurement means the start point and the end point of the part. Align item, click. Okay, it means the first object is look like this. So all the object will in this same direction if you not align. Okay, and if you align the items on the part, it means all the object will align with this part only. Okay, that is the align items method. Okay, and in the z direction it is called the 3D array. Okay, so we have seen three types of array. That is, first is rectangular array, second is polar array, or we can say circular array, and third is the part array. And these all commands is are at here: rectangular, part, and polar. Array, it means pattern. Okay, the creating a number of copies at regular interval in a row and column, or to create a number of copies in regular interval, regular angle in number of layers, and part array to create a part object number of copies on the part. Okay, so this is full about the array tool. Now next command we will see that erase tool. I say rectangle and I will say circle, circle again, one circle. Okay, so now I have created this all kind of object in the drawing, and now I want to erase some object. So erase, it means your delete command in on the keyboard. Okay, so if you go for erase, click erase, and if you select any object, that will erase full object. Okay, and enter. Right, it will not trim or it will not extend. Okay, it will erase full object. Fine. So this is called the erase command. So next is the explode command. Okay, what is the meaning of explode? Suppose I will delete the rectangle, and here you can see this is the rectangle tool, and this is actually a polyline. Okay, group of line, and suppose polyline, select the polyline, and I create one object like having a line and arc both. Okay, like this, and again I will go for line and select the this point and enter. So it is right now a polyline closed loop. Okay, but I cannot able to select this curve as individual, this curve as individual, this line as individual. Okay, so for that option, to explore the any polyline object or any group object in the single line or single individual entity, then you can use this explode tool. So here, click on the explode. It breaks a compound object into its component object. That is the function of the explode. Click explode and select the rectangle. Okay, select and enter. Now, previously it is selected, then it will select the full rectangle, but now it is exploded. It means all lines are individual. Okay, so if I select the single line, it will only select that single line only. Okay, but here still there is a polyline group. So if you change this point, the full diagram will change. But if you explode it, this group, click and enter, then this line is now individual and there is no connection between this curve and this. You can also make this curve as a individual, also make this curve as a individual. Okay, so that is the application of the explode tool. You can break any component object in single individual object. Okay, now next, the last tool that you will see, offset tool, and very most important tool in AutoCAD. Okay, it will make a drawing very easy. Right, suppose I will create one drawing, okay, having a number of circles in a rectangular plate. Okay, so REC enter, I will apply rectangle and is a one rectangular plate. Okay, now circle, for that circle I have to create a center line. Okay, so from this midpoint I will create very small track, green track. I will try to pick up it. Okay, just make the cursor on the middle point and only drag the mouse, not don't click. Okay, only drag the mouse. Suppose here, zoom it, select and see, only drag the mouse and click on the point from which you want to start. Click from here to here and escape. Okay, Now the horizontal line for the center point of the circle, suppose I want is this. Okay, I know this distance, right? So now I have created one circle. Now this circle I want in number of times, okay, at specific distance, in single line only. Array will create This array will create a circle in two, means row and column. Okay, you cannot create in single line. Fine. So in this case you have to select offset tool. Offset, it means you can copy the object at specific interval in that direction only. Okay, suppose go for offset, and the shortcut of the offset is O. O, enter. Okay, you can see on the bottom, O, enter, and specify offset distance. Okay, now if you know the offset distance, suppose I will apply 50 mm, enter, and I will select this center line. Okay, then I will copy all the circle. You cannot offset the circle. If you try to offset the circle, then it will create a outer image like this. This is 50 mm. This is 50 mm. This is 50 mm, like this. Okay. So if you go for the circle closed entity, it will not create a distance. It will create a copy, and it will increase the diameter dimensions. Now click on the offset. I will offset this line up on this way. Now go for offset, and the distance that I will type 500 mm, because 50 mm is very less. 500 mm, and I will select the line. Okay, and I will create the upward direction. Okay, actually 500 mm is also very low value. So click on this offset, and distance I will take 3000. Okay, enter. Now 3000, it means I want to copy this line at 3000 in upper direction or lower direction. Select the line and try it. Okay, 3000 is also very more object. I will say 5000 or 6000. Sorry, 6000. Oh, enter. 6000, enter, and select the line. Okay, it will ask me on the command prompt that specify point on the side of the offset. Okay, it means in which side you want to uh, create a copy or create an offset. Select. Okay, click select, click select. So you can create number of times till command is over. Okay, so escape. You can also make this line or circle as a copy command, but you have to enter every time. You have to enter distance every time in the command prompt. Okay, so this is the easiest method. And now what I will do, I can make a copy of this circle at the regular interval, because I know the copy command CO, enter, and select the object, enter. Now from this center point to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and escape. So that will easy with respect to copy command. In copy command, you have to apply all the time dimensions. But in offset command, once you fix the dimension, it will make a copy at that distance only. And now if you want to change the dimension of the offset, then make accept and again take the offset command. Okay. For next offset command, the value you can change. But in same offset command, you cannot change the value of the offset. Okay. So this is the offset command. You can also make the offset of the rectangle, okay, like this, and you can also make the offset of the circle. Okay, so say offset O command, enter, and we have already given 6000. So I will go for the same distance, enter, and select the polyline group. So you can see it will increase the dimension like circle, circle, circle. Okay, what it means that the distance between these 2 points is right now 6000. You can check with the dimension command, select point and this select point, and you can make the dimension like this. So this is right now 6000. Okay, so the offset command by which you can make a create at a regular interval at that direction, only in that direction. Right? Okay, so one more command is that that I will show you here. Offset or enter, and one more option is that through. Okay, suppose you don't have any kind of distance, offset distance, but you have the reference length or reference line. Okay, so you can take the true value. True, it means you can select the object to offset. Okay, click and select the true point, means you can manually give the distance. Okay, means like here, now click again here, click here. So that is not a fixed distance between two circles. So you can do like this, or you can select it, and suppose I want to extend up to 900 mm, it will only go 900 mm. And suppose I want this circle at 6000 mm, then you can do it. Okay, so that is the difference between the offset distance and true offset. Fine, escape. Right, the next point I can show you that in the this offset tool, o enter and erase. Okay, in this erase it will ask me for erase source object after offsetting, yes or no. Right now it is no, it means the original object will be there as it is and new offset object will be created. But if you say no, sorry, if you say yes, means erase the source object, it means it will take the object distance and it will create the offset. Okay, but the original object will be deleted automatically or it will be erased. Okay, so that is the full command explanation of the offset tool. So today we have seen this tree array that is most important. In this tree, the rectangular array and polar array is very most important. Okay, and we have seen erase command, we have seen explode. The shortcut for the explode is X. Okay, so if you go for X only, X enter, then explode command will activate, and if you select the object, enter, it will convert it in individual lines as we have already learned. Okay, that is the erase command, sorry, export command. And offset command, you can make a number of copy of this object, like suppose I have click distance and click this. Okay, but here you can see escape or enter, the erase object is still on, I will say no. Okay, so now you can make a distance like this and you can take a number of line. Okay, so in some drawing you have given that the distance between two center line is this. So at that time you what you will do, you will create one more line and copy that line and extend that line, etc. But here you can do directly the copy of the object at specific distance. Okay, so that is the explanation of the offset tool. Okay, in this regards we have completed all the modify commands given over here, right? So we'll stop here. In the next lecture, we will see about the hatch tool. Okay, hatch, it means how to show the section point or section view. Okay, and after that we will see the annotation tool. In that, I will show you that how the text command will work. Okay, so today we will stop here, and in next session we will come with this new modification tool. Okay, thank you so much.